So this morning, well, even the last couple of days, it's been really just like people who are just really just either selfish or just not thinking, my way or the highway, however you want to say it. This morning, I was dropping off someone from work. Someone decided they didn't want to wait for a red light in a construction zone. And as this whole trail of cars are going through, this person goes through this red light. And it could have caused a severe accident in a construction zone, small construction zone area. Another person decides to run a stop sign right before that. And it's like, what the heck? And I'm sitting here thinking this morning, I was thinking this. What if they got the opportunity to go to the museums that I've gone to, like the Holocaust Museum, the Human Rights Museum, a Jewish museum downtown in my state, and I can't remember what it's called. It was the Lorena Hotel, I think it's in Tennessee, the hotel where Dr. King was shot. And I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it. There's a lot of museums I'm remembering right now. And really experienced that. I mean, really experienced the horrificness of what people have done to other people. I mean, I gotta tell you, when I walked through the Holocaust Museum, I watched people walk by things and did nothing bother them. And I started wailing in tears. I couldn't imagine people doing that to other people. I remember being at the Human Rights Museum, and I had prepared myself before that. And sitting at a table and experiencing what the protesters went through. Oh my gosh, I just want to say thank you to all the people who stood up during the civil rights movement. Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. What bravery and courage you have. Have that shouted in your ears and people coming around you and banging the table and just not to jump and, stay focused. Oh, I can't even imagine what they went through. And walking through where, Dr. King, oh my gosh, that was heavy too. And seeing people, how they were put in boats, and it was just horrific and sickening. And watching a woman, when we looked at the room where Dr. King was, or a room that would look just like that, walking off wailing, just wailing in tears. Then I realized people have been so desensitized. Every day they drive by a homeless person. No big deal. Almost every day they're either playing video games that unalive people or watch TV that unalives people or movies. So this is just, they don't see humanity anymore. They don't care about humanity anymore. It doesn't mean anything to them. And they're so focused on their own world, so focused on themselves, that they're the only thing that matters. I used to think that maybe if we brought these museums to each and every person, it would change things. But I don't know. Would it really change people? Or have they become so hardened that it wouldn't? Have we lost such compassion for each other? Have we gone back so far to have lost such compassion for each other? It's just something to think about. I wish more people could have the opportunities that I've had to experience what I've experienced. I'm going to share something you might laugh a little bit. This is going to lighten it up a little bit. A lot of people say, I learn from the street. And I'm like, I learned from Sesame Street. Okay. I'm pretty naive sometimes, and I'm pretty, like clueless. I'm just kind of like, hey, let's go have, and I got to tell you, this was really eye-opening for me. It really was. I'm usually head buried in the sand. I don't know, oh, that really happened? Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, just because I see people as people. I've never seen anything different. Yes, I see color, but I see the beauty in color. I see the neat designs in hair. That's not the first thing I look at is someone's color. The first thing I look at is maybe how they're designed their hair or their outfit or, I've always been like that. I always have. And so seeing these things for me was extremely impactful. And I just don't understand how, especially the South, with all this stuff, could still keep this attitude, could still keep what a lot of they're doing. I just don't get it. I really do not get it. I don't get how tradition or handing this down from generation to generation, it's sick. It's absolutely sick. I wish that there was more that could be done to show people the inhumanity done to others. I wish there was more simulations out there that could show that stuff. When I was at a conference in Carolina, in one of the Carolinas, I purposely went to a plantation. I wanted to know. And I walked through the little shacks, and I felt some things there. Can't imagine what people went through. I just can't fathom it. What I can't fathom also is, why would you do that to another human being? How could you be so wicked and evil to do that to another human being? How could you dehumanize yourself so much that you could do that to another human being? And yet in society, a lot of times we still do it to each other. We have toxic masculinity. We still have racism. We still have this thing around LGBTQ plus that they're, and we've put, a lot of people will put sin, or this idea of sin, above the human. And that gives them reason to hate. It gives them an ability to choose to look at that instead of the human part of a person. I wish it was different. I really do. I wish people could look through my lens and see the beauty of people. See the humanity, the beauty of the people that I get to be around. The beauty of when I meet people. Because there are some amazing, beautiful people out there. And I feel honored that they're in my life. And I wish people would look at people more that way. Even when they're being dumb and doing stuff like running a red light in a construction zone, I can say thank you that we are safe. And I just wish that we could see each other better. On that note, I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.